Everybody's talking about 5G. I believe 5G is the next big wave which is coming up. And you can see many interaction also in Europe and the US market. Everybody's talking, fighting about 5G. If you see where we are in India today, to be realistic, I believe we have just rolled out the mass rollout of 4G, but we have to prepare 5G. We have to think about what does it mean for us in the next 2, 3, 4 years to implement 5G in India. We are in an early stage, but we can learn from others, and as before, we can do it better. I believe if you see what's realistic, I would say yes, 3 to 4 years. Let's see how fast it's ramping up. But sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it's ramping up faster than expected, especially if you see what's coming up with IoT, with all the connected devices. There's a clear demand for 5G, and it could happen that sometimes in some cities it's coming earlier than expected. I believe it's technology-wise, it's complex. The first implementation will be very easy. I'm sure it will come up via, I personally believe, in the connected car story to see entertainment and all the broadband services. But on the other side, I believe from the beginning we have to think about security. That's not a roadblocker, but we have to think about and implement security from the beginning, and because we will connect billions of devices via 5G. What is really critical, I believe, we have to manage expectation. All the time we believe now 5G is coming, all is much better or higher and more secure. I believe it takes time, and as usual, normally new use cases will ramp up and will be developed based on 5G. I believe to manage expectation, this is the most fair and realistic way to see what's coming up in the next year. Because at the end of the day, whatever you are installing, you need a return on investment. Return on investment for 2G, 3G, 4G, and now for 5G. That takes time. Yeah, I believe in India it's amazing. I'm now for 3 years in the market for IoT in India. It's amazing how it's ramping up and things are really growing. So many startups are born here in India. And I personally believe that's more a normal statement. If it works in India from technology side, because India is very complex and we are addressing the price point, then you can sell it around the world. I believe there could be a clear mind shifting in the next years that more use cases will be developed in India and will be sell around the world based on Indian technology. It's a huge opportunity. It's a huge opportunity. I don't believe in the autonomous car stories in the next 3 to 4 years, but there are many other things, especially how to manage traffic in cities and how to manage the traffic jam itself. There's a huge opportunity. So I personally believe all around transport, logistic and traffic itself, there's a huge opportunity in the step 1 for 5G in India. I believe, yes, my learning is what I've seen, especially the last 3 years from the government, from the regulator, they're very active. They're not passive, they're active. They listen to the market demand, and they're changing things so that the economy is really growing. And the same will come up in 5G. Yes, you all the time can say we have to do more, we can do more, but we have to be realistic. Realistic means we have just 4G in rural areas and as a mass market, but they're pushing many things now. They're starting many initiatives around 5G, doing a proof of concept here, field test there, to get a better understanding and learning. And this is driven by the government. This is the strongest innovator in India, the government.